Uh-oh. And things are going to get bad. Oh my God, just get it together, get it together. This is happening. Nobody's around. That wasn't the worst part. I get myself cleaned up. As I'm leaving, this kid I know walks in and like he sees everything. It looked like a fucking hate crime. We look at each other. What happened in here? I have no idea. And I gave him a look like, I don't know if you're thinking what I think you're thinking. If you say anything, I'll kill you.
How can that fucking be that I never get that right? Hey everybody, welcome back to YHEA FOO Naffle. I am this fool, and today I got something special for you guys. But before we even start on that, I gotta apologize to y'all. You see, I know that you fools out there depend on YHEA FOO Naffle to come on every Monday, and this last Monday we failed. We failed, and we had technical difficulties with this silly thing called life. I have one of my editors who likes to correct me, Jalendo, is just got back from shoulder surgery, as you all heard. I have another editor that she's she has this pesky thing called a job and a life. And, can't give her life and soul to YHEA FOO Naffle. And so we are going to try something new today. We are going to go completely unedited. You're going to get the truth, the unedited, unfiltered version of YHEA FOO Naffle. Now, we're going to try to do this. Like I said, I know this is going to sound shocking to all of you, but I'm not as charming as I appear to be on this show, and I'm not as funny and witty, and the conversation doesn't just happen. There's a lot of elves back here making this thing go, and so we're gonna try to give it to you today on a non-edited version, and hopefully we can land the landing. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be a little tough going at it. And remember that we're not experts on a goddamn thing, all right? I've told you this plenty of times. I don't know if you heard the last show where Jalendo is now actually correcting me on my bullshit. The nerve of him calling my shit out. But remember, this is just entertainment, people. Just entertainment and opinions, all right? It's all right. It's okay. You can say, nah, fool, that fool's got it all wrong. He's making shit up. I'm good with it. Correct me. Send me, go to the Instagram, YHEA FOO Naffle, and be like, hey, fool, what the fuck? Let me know. I want to be corrected. I like it. Been a bad fool. That said, I have a new fool for you guys. Dice. I got Dice in the house, and this fool is legit. Dice, you got something to say to these people?
Yeah, I'm probably going to say some shit that you're going to want to correct. Don't fucking correct me.
Yeah, he's going to go. So he's the only one out of all the fools that was brave and was like, yeah, fool, I can do that shit. I can spit raw. Drop a beat.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, it was like, take that. I'll give it to you. So he's on here today with us, and like I said, try to be a little understanding that that we don't have an editor for just the time being. And if this goes well, which I'm sure it will, then maybe we can encourage the other fools like Ace, Jalendo, and El Tío to be brave and come out here, like Dice is doing. He's out here just, he didn't even bother to take a shower today, people. He's getting the raw. Can you smell that? That's the rawness.
Permeating on me. Get it.
Right? So how you been, Dice? Tell me something about yourself. What are we working with here? People don't know you. Let's start there. What's up, Doc?
All right. First thing, my name is Deuce.
Oh, Deuce. Sorry.
Yeah. I kind of fucked that up.
I did. You see, this is part of the edit. Usually Instagram. I would take it. Yeah, usually I would take this out and be like, all right, we try that. But not Deuce. All right.
Yeah, man. Lifelong entrepreneur, comedy fan, comedy writer. Think the world's a little interesting nowadays.
Right. To say the least.
So yeah, man. Just sitting here, like the opportunity to have a few drinks with my buddy. watch or record some inner thoughts and fucking
and see if we can stick let's see if we can stick the landing. That's really
let's do
what
it.
It's about. You're around what, like early 30s, late 30s, early 40s?
I just turned 41.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
you're looking good.
Yeah, man. I've been telling people I was 40. And then my wife pointed out, like, hey, you turned 41 a while back. So 41 has been tougher than 40.
Yeah. It's been a little bit rough.
Yeah.
And obviously you're married.
I am married.
All right. So that way we
7 beautiful years. Well, 6 beautiful years. 1, yeah.
Kind of working it out.
Yeah.
We all got one.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like, It's never always smooth sailing.
Trying to avoid 2.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing here.
So that's Deuce's story. That way you guys know where he's coming from. So when he nuts, you can see like where he's coming from. Get it? Like, again, jokes might land, jokes might not. Let's get into this. So we YHEA FOO Nawful, since you're like a comedy guy, is it better to watch a comedy or to watch a stand-up special? What's it better? What do you think is better?
So I gotta say, I love stand-up comedy. But to like really experience stand-up comedy, I feel like you have to be in the room, in the audience, like that crackle in the air. You know, you're listening to the same shit. You're experiencing it with other people. With that said, though, I feel like the best place to laugh is with other people in a movie theater, you know? So I gotta say, especially with the comedies that have been out lately, I would go stand up special. Yeah.
You know, I'm going to say, the same thing. I would rather, the comedies today, the last comedy that I saw that I enjoyed was, Dads. Did you see Dads? With Bill Burr, Netflix.
Oh, yeah. Old dads.
Old dads.
Yeah.
That to me was, well, because I am an old dad. Obviously, I did not consider myself to be an old dad, but according to that, I was like, fuck, I'm an old dad.
I have all these characteristics that they're
all of them, down to the fucking T. I was like, shit, son.
See, I felt the same way, except I do not have kids. I'm like an old dad, like minus the responsibility.
Minus the child. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I was like, fuck, that's all. And the way that he looks at the world of being like, what do you want me to do? Why does this matter?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I thought, that said, since I love Bill Burr, I would rather watch a Bill Burr stand-up special than Bill Burr in that movie.
You know what else is really fun to watch too? Not a polished stand-up special,
like when they're working out the kinks.
Yeah. Like that's what's great about living in LA. Like, you know, we're a hop, skip, and a jump from
the comedy store.
Amazing show. Like improv. I was just at the store the night before last, and saw some amazing comics working out some shit, you know?
Do you like them on the podcast? In other words, I've heard a lot of comics on podcasts. Obviously, that's now their new form. They don't have to fucking go and be in a sitcom, right? They're making most of their dough now via this. And I find them more entertaining, like doing the podcast, than I do seeing them on special.
See, I love. I genuinely believe like comics now are the philosophers of our time.
I agree.
They get up, they say some shit. I mean, and there's some hacks who, you know, they write 15 minutes and then they perform 15 minutes for the rest of their life. But like the ones that you're talking about who have successful podcasts, where you hear them think. And you hear their natural reaction and responses to things. It's not some written down polished shit. That's entertaining for me. There's less production value and less razzle dazzle,
right?
But it's interesting to see how minds like that work. You know?
I mean, it's crazy to think that before you had to be a comic, you had to go on Jay Leno, right? or
Carson, dude. You had to,
right? Get the couch. Get the couch, right? Everyone talks about it. The only reason why we know is because they talk about it. And then you hopefully...
I saw a show that talked about it. I was not around.
I was not around.
Yeah,
you know, but then they supposedly, like, then you get a sitcom.
Yeah.
Right? And when you hear them talk about that sitcom world, they're just like, hated it.
Yeah.
They are all like hating it. Like they enjoyed the money, but they hated the fact of them being like filtered.
Yeah.
And being like,
and having to perform instead of having to say what they want to say.
Right.
Yeah.
So I like the only reason why I bring that up is like, can you imagine Ray Romano today? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If this existed during Ray Romano's time, would we get the Raymond Show, or would we get or we get a different version of Raymond?
Or what does a sitcom look like today? Like, are there any sitcoms that are?
Sitcoms are dying because
they're dead. Like, when was the last? What was the last
successful
that you enjoyed watching?
That I enjoyed watching. I you know, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but the last George Lopez sitcom, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's not bad. But that said, I think we lost it, or that just, you know, the machine lost it when they decided to go with comedic actors rather than with comedians.
Yeah.
You know, and the same thing goes with the comedy writers. They're comedy writers, but they're not comedians.
Yeah.
You know, so their structure on jokes
there's certain nuances that comics have on stage that other writers can't capture, you know?
Right. And people, again, don't come at me all crazy. I'm not a comic. I'm not an actor. I'm just some fool. I'm just some fool out here.
All?
You know what I mean? I don't know. I just know what I like. And I know that when Seinfeld was on, it was hysterical because it was a comedic actor and a comedic writer.
Okay. So with that said, what since there hasn't really been, like, in my opinion,
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's less of a traditional sitcom laugh tracks. But so there hasn't been a whole lot of new sitcoms that people love and enjoy. It felt like the sweet spot was in the 90s, but to my point with that, those are still some of the most successful shows that you like. We go to sleep to Friends every single fucking night. And it holds up.
Yeah.
So is it that sitcoms have died out, or like the talent to put together a good show has died out?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna give you a little insight on Friends.
Give me some insight.
I'm gonna give you some insight on Friends. So most sitcoms, I know this because I work in sitcoms. When they shoot, it's like, oh, the dog. That's the unfiltered part, baby. That's it. That's where I'm getting it raw, son. That's it right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you guys want. That's what you guys want. You want it raw. You want it raw like that.
I have a studio background. I don't even hear a dog. Can we edit that out, please? We're just going to go ahead and edit that. Okay.
So my sitcom insight that I have on you is the fact that when an audience comes in for a live shoot, they come in once a week, and they come in from like 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock mostly. So they bust 4 hours out. Mm-hmm. And that's where you get the comic responses or the comedic responses to the jokes. That said, when it came to Friends, that wasn't the schedule. Every cast member had a say on how that show went, on how that episode went. So you would walk in as the audience at like 4 o'clock, and you would be there until 1 o'clock a.m. on that show, and they were rewriting those lines there. So that's why that particular show was different than the rest, was because it was being written while it was happening.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, in other words, if I had to go, oh, that joke didn't land. Well, what I wanted to do this instead. Okay, well, let's try that.
Let's do that. See if it works.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
So kind of like how this show works. How, oh shit, Christian's so funny, or this fool is so funny saying that.
Edit that name out too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that fool is so funny saying that. We should keep it completely on that, and instead I veer out to something else. You know, Jalendo or Jan does their magic, and then suddenly I sound more appealing. But because it's all editing,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
it's
the same thing
magic.
was, it's the magic, dude. That's the sprinkle dust, and that's the same thing that happened with Friends. A lot of it was like trial and error, and then cleaning it up in post.
Okay. So why shows that do that now?
Well, first of all, no one wants to be on set until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but I find it hard to believe just how they did the studio audience is what made the show great, right?
Well, they ate off it. They admit that they ate off the energy that the audience was giving them.
So they use that for like instant feedback.
Similar to like stand-up comics do. Yes. Okay. Yes, exactly. And I think now, I just think the machine now doesn't care. That and B, let's, I wanted to say Yaffle and Nawful, is truth still funny? A lot of the stuff that we're talking about, it's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, have issues with the truth about life or about particular things, and they don't want to say that that's true or not. And if you point out that that's the truth and that's funny because it's true, they get offended. And so everyone's afraid of being offended. In comedy, a lot of the times, it isn't that it's offensive. It's just that it's kind of
it hurts.
Well, it's kind of holding a mirror to society.
Yeah. And that's too much of, we've gotten so soft as a society, the truth hurts.
The truth
stings
hurts
the fuck out of somebody.
Yeah, like, when, again, people, this is going to be a joke that I'm going to try to land here. But when I say, oh, millennials and Gen Z are kind of soft, and people laugh, part of it, yes, it's not, I'm painting a broad brush. Yes, some of you are MMA fighters and gone through, hell and back, and I don't know, and blah, blah, blah. True. But
most of you are bitches.
But there is also the other end of the spectrum. You know what I mean?
That's a big end.
Yeah. And so, but you can't, oh, well, that's offensive. That's too much and blah, blah, blah. And how could you? Kind of like when we all know that I coach a soccer team. Mm-hmm. Okay. A girls soccer team. And recently I was really truthful with them. Like really truthful. Like to the point where I had other friends that are parents and they're like, yo, dude, that's kind of harsh. I'm like, no, that's the truth. Mm-hmm. I didn't yell at them. Well, we were having a terrible practice. Yeah. Right. And I ended it early. And they were like, oh, we're going to play a game. I'm like, no, you guys don't want to practice. You guys don't deserve to play a game. I'm like, we're not playing a game. That's it. That's I'm going to do us all a favor and end the torture. And then, they're like, well, what are you talking about? And I was like, listen, I don't care whether you win or lose. That, you guys know, I really don't care about that. But what I do care about is that you learn the fundamentals and the basics. And if you can't stop the ball, trap the ball, you're not playing soccer. You're playing kickball. Mm. And if that's the case, then I don't need to be here. I can be like every other coach, set up 2 cones, set up 2 goals, and let you guys kick the ball around for an hour. I'm like, but if you guys really want to learn, I'm like, you only have 36 months. That's it. 36 months, no more, no less. I'm like, because in 36 months, what's going to happen is the girls that really want to try and learn this are going to overseed you. And you'll never play again. Mm-hmm. If you really want to learn to play, the time is now. The time is right now. I'm like, and you're giving me what, 1 hour a week? And you can't focus for 30 of those minutes? I'm like, that means you don't want to be here. And if you think, oh, well, I'm going to play next year. No, you're not. And if you think, oh, well, I'll get better next time. No, you're not. That's the truth, right? Now, I'm being really truthful with a bunch of 9-year-olds. You know what I mean? Now, back when you were 9, was a coach that was any adult that I believe my truth at 9 years old was really like, you're going to be nothing.
I had a basketball coach once who was on parole, and part of his probation, part of his sentencing was he had to do community service, so he coached basketball.
Word.
So I got a different kind of truth from fucking him. But aside from him, no. But I don't even think it's just kids that can't deal with the truth. I feel like, it's easy to blame, the Zillennials and Gen Zers and everything else and call them soft. But it feels like just society as a whole, like most of these middle-aged white women that are claiming to be offended and this and that, they're not 20 years old. They're our age, and they're the loudest fucking crybabies.
Like I said, I like that, and I think that affects sitcoms.
And that's why we can't have another Friends.
And that's why
middle-aged white women.
Well, not just that, but in general, all of us.
Yeah.
All of us can't sit here and take the truth or jokes that are about the truth because I'll get offended. You know what I mean? That, and so where does the comedy doesn't stop? It just moves.
Yeah.
It just moves from the gaze of everyone else, and it just says, well, I'm just going to make this kind of comedy for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's one of the big services that podcasts have done for humanity is it gives these incredible minds an outlet to say the shit that they really feel and think. And if you want to see it, go listen to it. If you don't want to
see it, no problem.
Yeah,
if it ain't your cup of tea, you ain't gotta drink it. You ain't gotta look for it. Nothing.
But I feel like that's helping swing the pendulum back to, okay, maybe we shouldn't get offended when he tells a joke about a certain group that we can't even say the word. This is true, A, and B, it's funny. Mm-hmm. Okay. And C, it's a personal experience that just happened to me. Okay.
Oh, by the way, this is great. So along with the lines that, to show you that I'm never right about anything on this show, originally on the show, I said that we were going to be out of work until March. Evidently, I'm completely wrong, and I'm back on stage.
we literally had this conversation on Thursday. We're like, fuck. Both of us thought we had some inside information.
Right.
Oh man, we're looking at February, March, and then later on in the day, I texted him. I texted this fool. I don't even know what we're calling him these days.
This fool.
This fool. I texted this fool and I was like, hey fool, we might have both been wrong because the strike just ended and you got to go back to work.
All right. And then suddenly, like, literally, because what does Hollywood do the moment the strike's over? We got to get this fool back on stage tomorrow.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like they were ready.
They were
which leads me to believe some people might not have been taking the strike as seriously as they should have if they have this shit locked and loaded and ready to go.
Like speed dial email to me being like, you're expected at stage at 6 a.m. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro! I just got the news, and I'm just going back to work. So, just to show you how wrong that you shouldn't take any of the thing that we say here very seriously. So I'm back at work, and I go. I'm in the truck, and just for all of you that don't know, I'm Latino, and I'm with.
Hi, puppy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with four. I have the driver who's white. It doesn't matter, but I'm with three white guys in the truck, right? And we're up in my neck of the area in the San Fernando Valley, Van Nuys.
SFV.
Yeah, that's right, son. And because I'm picking up my tools, and I'm like, yo, man, you guys want to go get some breakfast? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, I know a great breakfast spot. And they're like, are we going to get stabbed? I'm like, well, not where I'm taking you. This we'll be fine.
But don't go without me.
Yeah. And so we go, and it's an Argentinian place called Buenos Aires. And we get there, and they never had Argentinian breakfast or Argentinian food. So we're eating Argentinian food. And we're done with breakfast. We're leaving, and we're crossing the street, right? Jailwalking. Three white guys, a cop rolls by. They kind of like wave at the cop and like, hey, I run back to the curb, and then they're like, what the fuck's going on? How come they can cross? And I'm like, holy shit, talk about privilege, you motherfuckers.
react completely different.
Completely different. I'm like, I'm over here thinking I don't want to get stopped and harassed and fucking where are you going and how come you're crossing the street and here's your ticket and hey, this is a warning and how come you have a knife and what's your tattoo say and what the fuck. And they're like, yeah.
They're waving at Ted. Hey, how's your day going?
Yeah. Now, that is truthful. It's truthful and it's funny because we all had a good laugh.
Yeah.
Not just right now.
Yeah.
But then. And it's okay to point that out. You know, that two different, like same middle-aged guys are having two different experiences regarding the same thing at the exact same time.
So go ahead.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, where it's like, how come you can't be that truthful because someone would get offended, you know, like, oh, hey man, how come the Latino, if that was being shot, how come you made the Latino run back?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, man, how come?
But it's real. Right?
But that's the truth, though.
Yeah.
That's what really happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just because cliches are cliches doesn't make them less true.
It doesn't make them less funny.
Some stereotypes are very accurate and hilarious.
Man, listen, I'm not saying all Chinese people can't drive, but not one of them has won NASCAR or the Indy 500. You know what I mean?
They can keep those records, boy.
You know what I'm saying? I can't believe you said that. Again, am I wrong?
So I'm going to tell you a quick story about a truth that kind of hurt someone close to me.
Okay.
I'm not going to call her by name, so let's just call her Clara.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So Clara and I are at a friend of mine's wedding. Let me preface this by saying I feel like if you don't have hate in your heart and you say something towards a certain group of people, if you don't say it for the wrong reasons, maybe it's not wrong. With that said, I grew up in a very poor area, white women would call it diverse. I was close to the only white person in our friend group, you know.
All right.
Over 50% Latino, 49% black, and then me. So I'm at a wedding of a good friend of mine of 35 years. We're close to the only white people at this wedding. And I'm at a table with a group of friends that I grew up with. And growing up, when you grow up poor and none of you have anything, you talk a lot of shit to each other, and
that's entertainment.
Deep. Yeah, exactly. And some of those jokes are racially themed. Some of them, I'm a little bit. I don't know if you noticed, I'm a little bit chubbier than some people.
I don't notice that. No, I got a baggy shirt. I don't see weight.
Yeah, you got the angle. I don't see weight. I don't see weight.
I don't see weight. I only see aura. Yeah.
So we're at this table and we're letting shit rip. Like, it's open bar. We're drinking. Me and my friends are just having a great time talking shit. And my wife Clara chimes in, and she's like, "Hey, you can't say that." And I was like, "I can't say what?" She's like, "You can't say that." You know. And
right.
I was like, "Oh." And at that point, one of my friend's wives kind of involved, and she's like, "Why can't he say it?" She was also black. So why can't he say that? And she's like, "Well, he's white. He can't say that about you." And she was like, "But everybody here is okay with it." And she's like, "Well, he shouldn't say things like that." And she's like, "All right, let's do an experiment real quick. Pull out your phone. And I want you to scroll down to go through your text messages, and I want you to text your first black friend and tell them what happened, and tell them and ask them if it's okay that he says this."
Yeah.
And and her face just got bright. It's like, what, you can't scroll to a black person that you text with to maybe yeah. So yeah, and that, I think that truth kind of hit her, like, oh, I'm advocating for a group of people that I don't even know.
Well, they don't, again, being poor, I know all about, all about being poor.
I know, I saw what you pulled up in.
That's right, son. The Kia, we're in the Kia studio right now.
Burgundy quarter panel. And fake spinners.
From saying la rampa la nada. So when being poor is it's I know that this is going to sound terrible, or not terrible, but it's going to be like, really? It's a whole race on its own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in other words, if you're Chinese, Filipino, Black, Indian, Persian, and you're poor, you're all, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what color it is. The deficiency is green. You know what I mean? We're all in the same class.
Yeah.
In the end, you know, and I think that I had a similar experience with an African American friend that I have, and we were working together, and there was this gentleman that was from Europe. I'm not saying, oh, he's Caucasian. I'm saying that he literally was a foreigner from Europe, and he was working in the office, and you know, he's hearing hip hop, and he hears the N-word, right? And he's rapping along with it.
Stop singing.
Right. And then we're in the elevator, and my boy Leon looks at me. He's like, and so I'm like, yo, man. He's like, oh, how come I can't say it? You know, because he genuinely at this time really doesn't know. This is, you know, before, you know, the big socials and everything else. He's generally asking a question, and he's like, and we explained to him why he can't really say it, you know, and he's like, but this fool says it, and Leon looks at me, and he's like, say it, fool. I want to hear you say it. And I'm like, not in front of everybody. I'll tell you, and it's just when it's you and me. He's like, you see that? That's why he can say it, because he knows not to do that. Around, you know, he understands the ramifications, that not between us, but between everyone else. What would they think of me, of hearing him saying it? What do I think of him? Like the whole dynamic over that word. He's like, and he understands that. He's like, that's why he can say it freely to me. And just because you overheard him say it to me, you think that gives you the liberty. He's like, but it does not. Yeah. It does not give you the liberty.
And of course, going back to the wedding table, if Clara would have chimed in and said anything on my fucking transcript of shit I said that day, she'd be looked at and chastised, and you know, rightfully so. I don't know. I guess it's just there's a lot of nuances to it, right?
Yeah, but when you're poor and you grow up around it, it all kind of makes sense. It's when you finally start making money and you're around that it gets, suddenly there's rules and regulations to the road that you're just like, oh, I wasn't aware that there was these parameters and decorum things that I can't no longer address.
You can try and fuck a coworker, you can't try and fuck an intern. You know,
Suddenly,
there's levels to this.
There's levels to this. You know what I mean? Like down here in the grit, it doesn't fucking matter. Call yourselves whatever the fuck you want.
Nobody cares.
No one cares.
Has anybody ever canceled a fucking...
No. Ain't no one give a shit.
Someone at Taco Bell gets canceled for dropping an N-bomb. Like,
ain't nothing happening there. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's suddenly when you get up a level or two that suddenly there's like rules to the road that you need to be like addressed by and be like, I know I had this moment with you when me and you one day we were talking and then I'm like, I looked at you and I was like, oh, you were poor. And then you looked at me like, yeah, like you, fool. I was like, oh, shit. It was at homegirl's birthday, and I was like, we were at the resort and we were eating. I was like, dude, I'm not even supposed to be here. Yes. So that right there, we were at the resort. Yeah. We were like, we're not shit. We're not even supposed to be here. Like,
somehow every way you looked was the beach. We weren't on an island, but the beach was everywhere.
Right.
And like just this beautiful,
unbelievable place that you're like, not in a million years am I supposed to be here having fucking filet mignon up in this bitch.
I think we both looked at each other with the same look. And we're like, you too?
You too? We're like, we're not even supposed to be here, son. Did you ever think you would be here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is, I think that is the part, and especially when you meet people like of that have always been there.
Yeah.
and then they try to tell you how to act accordingly.
Yeah. It's wild.
It is because you're like, my whole life it was in fact, if I acted like you down here,
yeah.
down here, if I acted like you, I'd be a punk ass bitch.
Yeah.
I get taken. I get got.
Things wouldn't be as pretty for me. Yeah.
Right.
So
you know, there is again a truth. That's a truth.
Yeah.
That one part of the population right now is nodding their head and being like, "Fuck yeah, fool."
And other people are like fucking blasting you on a message board.
Right. Being like, I can't believe that you're just blah, blah, blah.
These fools
you know what I'm saying? And not understanding what the nuance that we're trying to talk about, which is, it's more classism than anything else.
Yeah. Which is ironic when I have a good friend who's who comes from a family of like very successful surgeons and doctors, a black gentleman, great dude, everything else. But it's funny when people see us hanging out, they assume like, oh, he went through the adversity and he struggled and everything. He's a black guy. He got himself out of the hood. He did this. I'm like,
right. He worked his ass off.
His parents were multimillionaires before he was born. like, hey, I'm from the IE. I still got a crooked tooth. Like, I never had braces. Like, fucking. But it's funny and I like it feels like that's more offensive than anything else, you know, just assuming, oh, this is a black dude, he must have overcame a lot of adversity. When you ask him, he's like, no, actually I had a really good upbringing, really good life. Like,
but again, that's why I say like you can't, that would be a great sitcom.
Yeah.
That would be a great sitcom. The true odd couple.
The real odd couple.
The real odd couple, right? And it would be funny. Could you make that today? No, sir. Absolutely not.
Because of truth.
Because of the fact that it's true and it's funny and you couldn't make it today. You just couldn't.
So to answer your question, is the truth still funny? It's not allowed to be.
It's not allowed. It can't be. It can't be in a sitcom like the world is watching kind of way. It can only be, the truth can only be funny in these narrow passages of like a podcast and a comedy special, right?
Which is wild because you call them narrow passages, but like these podcasts, some of them are getting huge numbers,
right?
And they're getting huge numbers because they tell the truth and they find humor in that,
right? But because that's the thing.
So who's creating the whole? Well, you can't say that on this platform, but you can say it on this platform.
Now, I don't know.
Is it just like women with blue hair and like thick glasses saying?
I know a lot of fools that get offended.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know a lot of fools that get offended. I mean, I work in the business. There's a lot of fools that get there's a lot of fools that get offended over my laugh. You know what I mean? That look at me like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, why you gotta laugh like that?
He just loves attention.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, how can you
look at me? I'm finding humor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How dare you laugh like that? Shh.
You just write LOL on something.
Yeah, I mean, damn. Why?
You don't have to actually LMFAO
all out loud.
Yeah.
So yeah, fool. I as much as I want to believe that the truth, I know that the truth is funny. I just don't think it's no longer accepted. I don't think that the truth is no longer accepted. I don't think it's accepted. I don't think it's meant to be funny anymore. I think it's always the truth now. It's meant to be like the bat that you have here, like to be hitting over with. You know what I mean? As in, comedy isn't like hitting you over with a bat. It's like I said, it's like showing you a mirror.
Like the truth has to be like a dramatic reveal. Like, oh, this is what racism looks like in our world, and we should just be solemn about it. Like I roasted my friend at his funeral. Right.
But the thing is, like, that doesn't resolve anything.
No.
You know what I mean? And again, I think poor people have it figured out because
I mean everything except the light bill.
Exactly. Because back there, yeah, you think, oh, there's traces of this and that in the poor, but you're just like, not really, though.
Yeah.
Not really. We're all poor. It didn't matter whether you were, like I said, I know Filipinos that were poor. I know white people that were poor. I know,
I know white people that were poor.
We're poor. Because come on, they don't stay there too long.
Nah,
they get rescued.
We get that card. Yeah, we do still have some privilege.
There is a little draft that goes off.
Yeah. Like, oh, how'd he get there?
Yeah.
Pull
Pull that one out.
Come on, Deuce. Come to Woodland Hills.
Yeah. Check it out, dude. What? That fool's still in VN? Fuck. Why is he driving a Kia? He's doing good. Look at him in the Kia.
That's the Gerbil nightclub car.
Yeah. It's a sensible ride. So that's where we're gonna leave it on YHEA on if the fool is still if the truth is still funny. Do you have YHEA Nawful? When you meet someone, do you have like a favorite story? Like a story that you like to tell, like, we're having a couple of drinks and blah, 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 and someone tells a story and then,
I mean, it depends if I'm really clicking with them and if they have told me an embarrassing truth. Yeah, I don't have a story that I'll tell just anybody, but I'll tell it to you because I feel like nobody's really listening.
Yeah, I mean, there's no one out here for it. It got me and like 10 other fools right now.
Yeah, like the 14 potential listeners that have no idea who Dice and Clara are.
Right. Well, we only got like 20, 25.
All right, so we talk about truth, and I'll tell you a true story about when I almost died in 7th grade.
Ooh, settle in, boys and girls.
Yeah. So I didn't almost die in the traditional sense because I didn't almost die.
Obviously, you're here. You made it.
It was more of I didn't want to be on this earth after this thing happened. Wow. So it's 7th grade. Everybody is going to the 7th grade science camp. And this was the first year they did it at Catalina Island, and everybody was so excited. It cost us each $120, which might as well have been
$1,000. Yeah.
So there's about 80 or 100 kids who were able to do it, and we go there. And the first day we get there, it's awesome. Everybody's loving it. We go snorkeling in the little bay of Catalina. Halfway through the snorkeling trip, my tummy started bubbling. And things are going to get bad. And I'm like, okay.
During snorkeling?
Yeah, during snorkeling. So I'm like, oh my God, just get it together.
How far away are you from shore?
We're about a quarter mile out, but more importantly, we're about a half mile or a mile walk back to where we were staying, where the bathrooms were. I was able to get out of my wetsuit and get back to camp. I get back to the bathroom and my body just knew that I was near a bathroom, and it's like, here it comes. So right when I get to the bathroom, I drop trow.
All right.
And immediately shit on what was right behind me. Just boom. And I'm like, oh shit, like this is bad. And I'm like,
what you shit on?
Just a wall.
Just projected?
Just boom. And I'm like, fuck. And so like I see the stalls, like I'm running to the stalls, and each step I take, it's like shit all through the stalls. Fucking open one, go to sit down, there's no toilet paper. So I shit a little bit on the seat, fucking run, get to
Wait. This is during middle school. So what's this?
Middle school science camp.
Okay. So again, that's like what, 7th grade?
7th grade, 12 years old.
7th grade, 12 years old.
The peak of my fucking like adolescence, like where I was uncomfortable with myself. Everybody's uncomfortable.
Right.
Like this is happening.
This is what's going to happen.
And nobody's around because I hurried ahead to get to the bathroom. So I decorated that whole fucking a couple different stalls, just everything. And I was just sitting there, Tara. I had to call it quits with socks and
Oh my God.
It was bad, but that wasn't the worst part. I'm leaving. I get everything. I get myself cleaned up. Like there's no way anything.
You left the rest of it for whatever fool's got to come in there and be like, damn.
As I'm leaving, this kid I know walks in and like he sees everything, and it looked like somebody did this on purpose. It looked like a fucking hate crime. And we look at each other and he's like, what happened in here? I was like, I have no idea. This shit is disgusting. Like, I'm out of here. And I leave, and about 20-30 minutes come by, there's an announcement over the bullhorn like, hey, can all campers please meet us, at the picnic tables.
No way.
They thought that somebody vandalized the bathroom, and they're like, we need information on the assailants who did this, and and like I'm like petrified.
You're in Catalina Island.
I'm like, I was like, they gathered.
There's gonna be an investigation.
It's like a whodunit.
Go to the tape, son. Go to the tape.
I'm fucking terrified, and I look across the crowd at the kid that I bumped into the bathroom, and I gave him a look like, I don't know if you're thinking what I think you're thinking, but it wasn't fucking me, and if you say anything, I'll kill you. I said that with my eyes. So nobody came forward. Nobody had any information. They made all 88, 95 students, however many students were, go home. They made us go home on the boat that was there that night. We missed 3 days of science camp.
Oh, got kicked off the island?
And they stopped doing the science camp trip because so many parents were pissed off. They paid $120 and their kids got sent home. Like I said, I was close to dying. Nobody ever found out that it was me, and I've only recently started telling this story.
The whole time it was like, yo, man, do you remember that thing in science? Like, yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. That was, dude, bro, weren't you the one that? Nah, I wasn't. That was, dude. I went there to just take a piss and walked right out.
Yeah, I feel terrible. But about 8 years ago, the dude he died in a car.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And I was relieved. I was like, thank God. Oh my God.
It's the only witness to the crime. The only witness to the crime, bro.
I was relieved. I'm so sorry. We gotta edit that name out somehow.
The only witness to the crime passed away, bro.
And I was like relieved, and like I felt like that was like closure. Like, okay, I can finally start talking about it.
Finally now that he's passed,
because it's on my turn.
Do you think he didn't tell anyone? Do you think he told anyone?
I don't know. I don't think he ever knew because we never talked about it.
You never. Did you like keep in contact?
No.
So how do you know, fool? How do you know he didn't drop a dime later on?
Because my phone didn't ring. I know if anyone ever found out, and depending on how popular your podcast gets, hopefully they don't go to the earlier episodes, because there are still some kids that are fucking pissed off, dude. Like that feeling that we had at that fucking resort. They had that feeling in Catalina, and it got yanked away from them. It was, oh my God, we're on Catalina. We made it, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
And now it's like, no, you got to go home because a white guy shit all over your bathroom and made it look like a fucking
hate crime.
A Manson family fucking adventure.
I have a funny story, but
it better be on that level, because I feel like your audience has really got to know me.
Listen, it ain't on that level, kid. It really ain't. I wasn't praying for the death of the only witness.
I wasn't praying. No. You're trying to make it sound like I made that happen with my mind. I did not. And I wasn't praying for it. My heart goes out to his family, especially now that we have his name on this fucking podcast. but I was just relieved. It wasn't like, I hope he dies. It was like, oh, he died. That's fucked up. But also like,
a weight has been lifted.
yeah.
Wow. And you never talked to him about it. You never, like, later on in life.
No, dude. That seventh, I don't know. It's like when you get around people that you knew in seventh grade, like part of like your brain, and like you go back to seventh grade, and it's like, no, I still want to be the cool kid. Like, nah, that wasn't me. Like,
you know what's crazy? That a lot of the fools that are on this, besides you, I've known since seventh grade. Like that, and they know if I shared my, they would know. They know the ins and outs of me. You know what I'm saying?
you better come with a story. Fucking.
Fool, I don't know if I can top it.
Don't talk.
I mean,
Just.
I think
You can't end on this. I'm like looking at myself like maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should have saved this one for Rogan, dude. Like, I mean,
I think it's like I know you're not supposed to, like, this is a really high note. You know what I'm saying? Like Mariah Carey high. Like, wait, her younger years where before auto tunes was invented, that you were like, wow, dude, like that's impressive. This is impressive. Like, I don't think I'm crying. I don't think I can. I got something.
try.
I got something, but it ain't nearly that. But I got. You shared. I'm gonna go down the path.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go down the path.
Let's go.
I'm gonna paint the picture for you. All right.
Okay, paint it in brown.
I am. I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it for you. All right. Circa 1996. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm dating this.
What are you,
girl.
like 16?
No, I'm like 18.
18. Okay.
I'm like 18. I'm a senior, dude. I got it going on, son.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's this full, like, prim and prop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dating this girl, right? And one day, because I'm a working fool. You know what I mean? Because I'm poor, so I've always had a job, and she thinks it's cute to go get a job in the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how she lives in a house. In an apartment. You know what I'm saying?
She doesn't share walls.
Yeah.
She can't move her house from one side of the block to the other.
Right. She's over here being like, yo, I want to get a summer job, like it's,
where shall I go?
Yeah, like, oh, I think it's gonna be cute. And I'm like, all right, I'll help you go get a job. And so she comes, picks me up, and we go back to her house, and I'm gonna get ready. I'm like, all right. Her mom leaves, and during this time, she has snuck me into her house at night in the past, right? But this is during the day.
For sex?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but this is during the day, and there's a stairs. Dude, when I gotta sneak in there at night, it was a thing, Phil. It was like
every step left a trace.
Yeah. I gotta go through her mom's room to get there. It was a thing. So during the day, her mom leaves, right? And I'm really thinking we're gonna go look for. I'm Latino, dude. When it comes to looking for a job, it's serious, son. I'm out there trying to put my best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? I got that in the mind. It ain't like,
yeah.
Even though I'm 18 and I can go at any time, I'm thinking I gotta go get a job, right? Like, hey, especially because she's like, oh, you want to show me how to get a job? I'm like, shit, I'll show you how to get a job.
There's one thing.
There's definitely one thing I know how to do is get a minimum paying job. Work my ass off at it.
I love how that's like your high school quarterback. Like, I'm not showing off scoring touchdowns.
Nah.
Watch me get this job at Carl's Jr.
Watch me get this job at Lecter's. What are we talking? The Gap, son. 50% off.
We had Mervin's. Mervin's and Ross.
So she comes down in a towel, right? And she's like doing her, cute girl thing. And I'm like, yo, man, can you get dressed? Like, you're distracting me. I'm 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like,
About
I'm
to
not.
show you something else.
I'm weak. And she's like, oh, come on, let's just go upstairs for a little bit. I'm 18. What am I going to do, dude?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Like the gap's going to be there an hour from now. You know what I'm saying?
So you showed her how to get disability. Okay, let's just
So we go upstairs and we end up having a great time, right? I'm 18, people, so, you know, your boy's got some stamina and can do some things. Not like today.
I saw you sweating bringing in this podcast equipment. I'm like, oh, he's not fucking for very long.
It ain't like today. You know what I mean? So we pass out, you know?
Yeah.
But before we do that, before we decided to go upstairs, she had these Christmas bells that we would always keep around. And we put the Christmas bells in the front door. So in case
You would hear it, yeah.
her mom would come home, we could hear the Christmas bells. And sure enough, you know, we hear the door slam and we hear the Christmas bells. And I'm like, hey, get up, she's here. And she's like, oh shit. She's like, it's okay, she's not gonna come in here. I'm like, your car's outside. She's gonna know you're here. She's like, no, it's okay. And sure enough, there's, hey, are you in there? Yeah, Mom, I'm in here. I'm just not feeling well. Did you go look for a job? Yeah, I went to go look for a job. Well, open up. Okay. She's like, get in the closet. I don't got a sock on. I don't have a fucking sock on, fool. All right? I'm 18 years old. I don't have a sock on. I'm in this woman's house. Get in the closet. She gets me in the closet. I hear her going down the hall, and she starts vomiting, right? From the nervousness, you know what I mean? And she's like, hey, are you okay? And she's like, I just don't feel good. And her mom walks in the room, and I can feel her in the room. Like, I can feel her in the room, and I'm trying to be like E.T. with the stuffed animals. You know what I'm saying? And I can feel her gaze going through the fucking door. And I'm trying not to breathe, dude. I'm just trying to just get through this. I'm just like, oh my God, please don't. Please, God, please. And she opens the fucking door, dude. And there am I, not a sock on. And she doesn't just open and says, oh shit, and closes it like a normal human being would. Nah.
Left it open.
She opens it and looks me from head to toe, makes eye contact with me. And that's like a good beat and a half. And says out loud for her to hear, get dressed, and closes the door. I can't, my clothes are out there. You know what I mean? I end up putting on her jeans because that's the only thing that's in there. They come out. I end up, the conversation is terrible that I'm having with this person's parent. You know, you know what I'm saying? It is horrible in all aspects. She lives on a hill, like in Sun Valley, you know. And so she tells me I can't see her daughter anymore. It's terrible. I have to walk back down the hill in her jeans. And back then in the 90s, it's not cool as it is today to wear tight jeans. No underwear on. Wearing her tight jeans back. I end up getting to the payphone at the end of the road to call my boy. I called G up. I'm like, yo, G, can you come pick me up, man?
I gotta be honest, man.
It ain't the same, son.
Yeah.
It ain't the same.
I gotta be honest, man. I'm just like looking at the juxtaposition of a story of you getting caught, getting laid in high school.
I know. It ain't the same.
Me,
I told you.
Never getting laid anywhere, anytime.
It ain't the same, man.
It's not the same, man.
It ain't the same.
build up. I'm like, all right. When is he gonna say he shit his pants?
I know,
like, oh, did he shit? He shit in her closet. Oh no, man. No, your girlfriend's mom saw your dick, and that's it.
That's about it. It's where it ends. I knew that going into it. That's why I told you I don't have something that was as good. I told you it wasn't as good. I told you going into it. I wasn't expecting for you to be like,
man, you said come with a funny story. You're like, tell me, I want to know a funny story. I feel like I had that story. I was like, all right, he asked for a funny story. I'm going to give it to him. And the fucked up thing was, as I rewind this and like think about how you asked it, like on the air, like how you asked in the podcast for me to tell the story. You said, is there like a story you ever tell someone when you first meet?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
I'm like, motherfucker,
yes.
that's not what you asked me for originally.
Yes, bro. I don't think you start with like, yo, what's your name? Tim? Yo, so I got a story, son. Let me tell you about the time I straight up hate crimed a bathroom in Catalina and got kicked off the island.
Bro, you asked for some shit. I gave you some shit.
You gave me some shit. Oh, you gave me some shit.
And the most fucked up part about this whole thing is it's on an episode. We can't go and edit things out. I got a story about me shitting my pants, about how I laughed and was relieved when a dead guy died. And not just that, but I said his full name.
Well, the full name, I don't think we got it.
I know. I definitely said it. If people who ever went to Catalina Island in the 7th grade that year, log. if they hear this, they're gonna know, and if they don't know, they're gonna know that name. They'll be like, "Oh, that motherfucker did just die in a car accident."
Oh shit!
Yeah. So man, I picked a real shitty episode. to share my truth.
Hey, but you see, that's what makes it funny.
Yeah, I think this truth is gonna piss off some people.
Look,
but is the truth funny? Is that's the theme?
That was the.
This shit was. Yeah, this is pretty funny.
It's pretty funny that I got laid in my story and.
All your story was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna talk about how cool I was. Yeah. She saw my. I at least was hoping when she did view you, she said something like, "Ooh, small dick, Poppy," or something like just something where like it was embarrassing. It wasn't embarrassing.
It wasn't.
You fucked her daughter, and then she made you get dressed.
Listen to me at that time,
and you set a fashion trend. You wore skinny jeans on the way home. People were like, "Ooh, that looks good." I'm gonna start doing that. Fuck you. What name are we calling you? Your name is this fool? You don't have a name?
No, I'm just this
fuck
fool.
you, this fool. I'm done.
Hey, on that note, fools, I hope you enjoy the raw Napo, son. Enjoy it the rest of your day. Peace.